Namaste guys, welcome to 23rd December session of the Hindu analysis. So quizzing lines are open. You can attempt the preliminary round from the link in the description box. So that will be valid for today midnight at 12 a.m. till 12 a.m. So you can participate in the quiz, and the final will be conducted on Sunday. So you can participate. Till now we have around 70 entries. We have received around 70 entries. You can also participate to win the exciting prizes and get a chance to feature in one of our video. So coming to today's newspaper discussion. So since today is 23rd December, it is celebrated as Farmers Day. In India, it is celebrated as Farmers Day, and on the birth anniversary of Chaudhry Charan Singh. So Chaudhry Charan Singh has a some unique record associated with his name. Like once he was a prime minister, and he is the only prime minister who had not attended the parliament during his tenure. So you can remember that thing as well. So also yesterday, 22nd December, was a National Mathematics Day, celebrated on the birthday of famous mathematician Srinivas Ramanujan. So you can remember that as well. It can be asked in any small examination, any state PSC examination. So remember that thing as well. Coming on to the page number 1. So in brief section, we can see Shakti Bill seeks death sentence for rape. So the Shakti Bill is passed by the Maharashtra government. So you can remember that which state government has passed the Shakti Bill. It is Maharashtra. And you can also remember the Operation Masoom, that was drive against the child pornography. So you can remember that thing as well. So yesterday we have seen that our winter session of the parliament has concluded. So what are the bills that were passed on the winter session? So here are the Farm Laws Repeal Bill 2021. So you can remember Article 245 that allows the Parliament to repeal the laws. And also Dam Safety Bill, we have talked about Assisted Reproductive Technology Regulation Bill, Surrogacy Regulation Bill, National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research Amendment Bill, Appropriation Bill, High Court and Supreme Court judges salary and condition. So one important thing about this salary and condition is Parliament can increase the salary and the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court and High Court, but cannot decrease it. Just remember that thing. And the judge of the Supreme Court gets salary from the Consolidated Fund of India, and judge of High Court gets salary from the Consolidated Fund of that particular state, but both of them get their pension from the Consolidated Fund of India. So you can remember that thing as well. Also Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, from which it was brought in 1945, from which CBI derive its power. And also Central Vigilance Commission Bill 2021. You can write down in comment section that CVC function under which ministry. And also Narcotics, Drugs, Psychotropic Substance Amendment Bill 2021, Election Laws Amendment Bill. So if you write down in comment section, I will make a separate video regarding explaining all the bills that has been passed in this winter session. So coming to the another news, here it is: UNSC adopts resolution to ease Afghan assistant. So we have seen that the condition in Afghanistan is really bad. So United Nations has adopted a resolution to provide assistance to the Afghanistan people. So what you can remember here is it is a common thing, like Afghanistan peace process, everyone is knowing. But what is important here is you can remember the structure of the United Nations Security Council. 5 permanent members, P5, USA, Russia, China, France, and UK, and also 10 non-permanent members that are being selected on rotation basis. So India has been selected recently for the 8th time for the 10th for the non-permanent membership. And you can also remember what is G4 nation. It is comprising of India, Japan, Germany, and Brazil, which are demanding to expand the permanent member council to provide permanent membership to these countries as well. And also remember Coffee Club, which protest against G4 demand and ask to not to expand the permanent membership, but to expand the non-permanent membership. Of course, that Coffee Club is led by some renowned rivals like Pakistan, and Pakistan is there. I think Italy is there. You can check out which other countries are there in Coffee Club. So you can remember that thing as well. So here it is, another important news: India give 1 million dose to Myanmar. So country's pandemic preparation coincided with protests. So we know that army has organized a military coup in February in Myanmar. So Under this vaccine maitri initiative, India has provided the vaccines to Myanmar. So what you can remember is what is vaccine maitri initiative, what is COVAX program of United Nations, also the Gavi Global Vaccine Alliance, what are its composition when it was founded, and also one important thing is what is importance of Myanmar for India. Like it is act as a bridge between India and Southeast Asia. Also, Kaladan multimodal project, which will provide the alternative route to connect India's mainland to Northeast. So it is very important, Kaladan multimodal project. Also, the India-Myanmar Thailand trilateral highway, very important one to provide the connectivity through the Southeast Asia, and also the Operation Sunrise that Indian and Myanmar forces conduct on the border for eliminating the insurgents or terrorist activities. So Operation Sunrise, you can remember that as well. And you can also remember that India and Myanmar has a porous border, and members from each country are allowed to travel around 15 kilometers in each other's territory without any passport or visa. So you can remember that thing as well. And also which paramilitary force guards the border of India and Myanmar? It is Assam Rifles, which has dual control under Ministry of Defense and Ministry of Home Affairs, and also Karen rebels recently seen came in news due to the protest against the military government in Myanmar. So remember Karen rebel as well. So coming on to the page number 2, here it is DPSRU here. Yeah, here it is DPSRU to play crucial role in training yoga teachers. So you can remember that that Delhi ki Yog Shala, it can be asked. Of course, it will not be asked like Delhi ki Yog Shala is launched by which state or union territory. It is very easy to guess. But what is the concept of Delhi ki Yog Shala? To provide training teach to provide. Here it is. The campaign seeks to provide people of Delhi who are willing to learn yoga with a yoga teacher at their home. So it can be asked as a this can be given as a statement and asked to which state or union territory has initiated such things. So it can be asked in state PSC examination. So coming to the page number 3, here it is air service quality still severe in city. So again, see what is AQI and what is NNAQS and the pollutants covered under these indexes, and also the SUFFER monitoring agency SUFFER. So you can remember that thing as well. What are its importance. Coming on to the page number 4, PIL in High Court over fake encounter. So very important issue, fake encounter. We have seen the rise in the number of fake encounters. So remember what is PIL, public interest litigation, and its relation with the Menka Gandhi case of 1978, and also the rising cases of fake encounters, why police reforms are needed to curb these things as well. Prakash Singh judgment of 2006 of Supreme Court has given certain guidelines to implement the police reform. So we will come with a separate video very soon on the police reforms also. So till then, stay tuned. Coming to the page number 5, debate on anti-conversion bill today. So what is anti-conversion bill is nothing but related to the law and order situation. So it is a state subject. So state government only can pass such legislation. Union government cannot pass any kind of anti-conversion bill. And also you can remember that this is not the first time that India is seeing such kind of bill or legislation. During British time also, some princely states have passed certain anti-conversion legislation also. So you can remember that thing as well. Coming on to the page, coming to same senior Congress leader P.T. Thomas passes away. So it can be asked like P.T. Thomas passed away. Who was he? So he was a politician. You can remember that thing. It can be asked in any examination. Karnataka Bandh on December 31, autos may not ply. So you can remember that right to strike is a legal right, but asking for bandh or any state bandh or any or Bharat bandh is totally illegal. So that can be asked in examination. Another important here it is Hula Luya. Here it is Kollam in Kerala. So you can remember that religious festival Kollam in Kerala. What it is all about, the Nila Vilakku traditional lamps and Nirapara heaped paddy. So you can remember that name as well. What is Kollam? Kollam in Kerala. Another important article adjacent to it, this Indian Army inducts indigenously built armored engineer reconnaissance vehicles. So you can remember that thing as well. What is this? Indigenous build. Coming to page number 6, here it is warning bells. It is about the health system of India. So India must ensure that more availability of bed like India has pre-pandemic data. I have seen that around 18 to 20 lakh beds were there in India. After pandemic, I just don't remember the exact data. What are the exact data? But there is a huge dependency or shortcoming of the number of beds available for in the hospital. So India need to increase the availability of bed and also medicine, vaccines, and especially the oxygen that we have seen as a short due to short supply of oxygen. Many people have died in during second wave. So all these things are important. You can refer that complete article. So certain data are provided in this article, so you can remember that data as well. Other important article here is as a regional leader, not a victim of circumstance. So it is asking about India to lead, since we know that how good Indian neighbors are, China, Pakistan, and all are, how from good neighbors are there. So instead of uh, making it a victim card, playing the victim card, this article is referring as India should emerge as a regional leader to provide these countries a leadership. So with regard to this, you can refer this complete article. Why? Like handling the Afghanistan issue, India should play a role as a leadership role dealing with China, and also the impact of bad moves. And one important thing that India ignores is the delivery of the project. China is very superior in delivery of the project. India lacks delivery of project, very slow rate of delivery. So you can remember that thing as well. And one important thing as well, the neighborhood first doctrine, also known as Gujarat doctrine. So you can remember that thing as well. Coming to the here it is, why the electoral reform bill is a problem. Like the Aadhaar project is again being used for the purpose beyond the stated purpose of welfare. So we will come with a separate video on this electoral reforms bill. So stay tuned till then. On page number 7, very important article here it is, looking beyond the Forest Right Act. This complete article is very important. This is talking about the Forest Right Act of 2006, also the TriFed MSP for minor forest produce. You can remember that all these things and how the pandemic has affected the um, livelihood and the income of the people of the forest also. One, yeah, here it is on page number 8. Changes to marriage will contradict other laws. Important one, and you can remember that who is a child defined in certain many cases. Many laws has fixed 18 as a age to become a mature or a adult. So you can remember here the Majority Act 1875 sets the age of majority at 18. 61st Constitutional Amendment Act fixes the minimum voting age at 18. So earlier it was 21. Under the era of Rajiv Gandhi, it was brought to 18 years. POXO Act 2012 and Juvenile Justice Act 2025 also said that child who is child under the age of 18 years is a child. Right to Education Act says that someone between child is 6 to 14. Also, Child Labor Amendment Act 2016 says a child is someone who is under the age of 14, and adolescent is aged. So there are certain laws which has a different time period, different age limit to define the who is child or who is adult. So you can see these things as well. Coming on to the page number 11. Page number 9 has nothing to do. Page number 10 has nothing. Page number 11 is a world politics. So certain read all the headlines. I must say read all the headlines. China endorses Hong Kong's election. You can recently Hong Kong has carried out elections. Israel PM meets US National Security Advisor over Iran. So Iran nuclear deal. This is talking about 70 missing after landslip in Myanmar. EU initiate action after the Poland violates bloc laws. So Poland has a capital, Warsaw, and you can remember that Warsaw Pact was signed between erstwhile USSR and other satellite states to counter the NATO forces. Chinese city of 13 million, again, China is seeing the rise in cases. Taliban calls United Nations move to aid a good step. So you can remember, see these things. Philippine typhoon survivor, Pfizer COVID gets US FDA approval. So what is important on page number 12 is DAS pitched for continued policy support to aid revival. So what is here? Monetary Policy Committee, MPC, and what are its composition, what are its role, and in defining the taking the decision on repo rate, reverse repo rate, all these things, rates. Also Urjit Patel committee, you can remember Urjit Patel committee, which has recommended the formation of monetary policy committee as well as the inflation targeting of 4 plus minus 2%. Also one here it is, India adds 33 unicorns in a weird year, displaces UK. So India is coming third in the number of adding unicorns, adding the number of unicorns every year. So US and China are again on the top. India is a third one. Unicorn, you must be knowing that any company whose valuation crosses $1 billion is known as unicorn. So India is adding 33 unicorns every year. So it is a good step. USA is adding 254 unicorns. And now added 487 companies, while China added 74. So it is very important. India is on 33, USA 254, China is 74. So India has a long way to go again. Another from sports section, India pips Pakistan to bronze, and India has defeated Pakistan to win the bronze in the hockey match, of course. Coming on to the text and context page, here it is the suspension of futures trading in agriculture product. Although what is future and options trading? It is not need to go in much detail, but you can remember, read that article, complete article, very informative one and very simple to understand that as well. So we'll soon in a process of talking to a share market expert to come on our channel to have a chat on these things, these issues, share market issues. So till then, stay tuned. So that's all from today's newspaper. So don't forget to participate in the quiz as well. So thank you.